Hello, it's been a while since I've seen you guys, and I'm sorry about that. But my usual studio that I use for Bruce for Big Bear Bar board games is in a bit of a quandary right now because my kitchen is in my living room. Because for the last several months they have been spraying my kitchen and bathroom. So everything from my kitchen is in my living room and everything from my bathroom is either in my hallway or in my bedroom. And it just is not suitable for bringing a video to you. So I have this studio, which I use for my coins, which is much more compact. And as a result, I can bring you a video on some of the smaller games that I received. So I hope you enjoy that. And let's get in to see what we have here. And this kind of packaging never wants to open well, so we're going to get out our trusty knife. And let's see if that's a ripper. And what do we have in here? We've got a couple boxes in here. So this is, look at that, Tiny Epic. And of course, some of these games have been stacking up for a while. So I really, that's empty. So we can get rid of that. And we have Tiny Epic Vikings and an expansion, Tiny Epic Vikings Ragnorok. How cool is that? And of course, anybody that knows me is I have a lot of Tiny Epic games by Gameling Games because I just love them. They are a lot of punch in little boxes. How cool is that? So let's take a look. This is the deluxe edition. So let's take a look and see what we have. And so it is a easy entry, nice strategy, low downtime, short playtime, high replayability, small box. Well, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this one here. And this is 1 to 4 players. Time 30 to 60 minutes, ages 14 plus. And of course, I think they think that Vikings are an adult, and they are, because my parents, when I was little, and of course you're going to hear this, took us to see Blackbeard. And Blackbeard is they knew that it was a pirate movie, but they did not know that it was not suitable for children. And they apologized to us up and down, but you know what? I loved that movie. It was very violent and graphic, but I survived. I grew up relatively normal. And I'm going to open this box at the same time. I won't show you what's in here. Whoop. So, and of course on my unboxings, I just kind of show you what's in the boxes. I hope that's okay. And that's Ragnorok. So Tiny Epic Vikings by Gameling Games. So let's open the box. And what's interesting about Tiny Epic Games is the lids usually have artwork in them and can be used as the rolling trays. And this one is no exception. Look at that. It's the bow of a ship here and the village there. And the full moon. How cool is that? So we'll set that to the side. We have our rules. And of course, this is a 24-page rule book with a quick reference guide on the back. So how cool is that? And you have a lot of wooden bits. And of course there's ships and Vikings and buildings and tokens in here. How cool is that? You've got some additional, I think that is a Shaman's Expansion that's inside the game. We've got a little deck of cards here. And we've got a bigger deck of cards here. We've got, I'm guessing these are, I'm not sure what these are. These are the player mats, I'm guessing. And we have here the board. And of course, this is the first time I've seen a board because it's usually cards and it's two-sided. It's a map. So there's sides F. It has F, H, C are the letters on this side. And it's the same on that side, but it's a different map. So that's a board. How cool is that? I'll let you look. I'll actually crop these cards. There we go. That. And we've got the cards, and these are all the same backs. So let's take a look. We've got Carl, Hilda, Liv, Sigrid, Ulf, Toke, Bjorn, Astrid, Arnie, Gro, Helga, Skard, Gudrun, Roar, Halfdan, Trolls, Age, Ravina, Frida, Brodel, Torsten, Odger, Shrigi, that one I can't pronounce, Gilded, Nile, Ace, Care, Gertrude, Bo, Ursa, Burger, Burgerlot, Frode, Warchild, Tyra, Nud, Stem, Inga, Soon, Harold, Ufield, Leaf, Asta, Brit, Gorn, Ram, Seam, and Agem, and they all have, I'm sure that there's skills and costs and all that kind of stuff on each card. So they all have their abilities. Like this one's a 9, that one's a 12, and that one's a 1. So that's the big cards. We've got little cards here, and these are in a little cards, and of course they have this image on the back, and they're all the same. And these are, I think these are item cards, and they have bags on them with stuff in the bags. So they could be spells for all I know. So fortunately I can reuse this package. Put these back in here. And we've got these big player mats. And Tammy, and of course they have the game branding on the back. And we've got, okay, so there are different things here. That is a scoring card, I believe. And it's two-sided. And this is Volsing clan. So these are different clans, I think. These cards are different clans. Wagamunding clan. The Elfing clan. Scolding clan. Volsing clan. And we're back to Wagamund clan. And the other cards here are Odin the Allfeather, Frigg, Goddess of Prophecy, Thor, God of Thunder, Freya, Goddess of the Hunt, Sif, Goddess of the Harvest, and Njord, God of the Seas. And of course, these are all the god cards, and I think that depending on their power, or where they're at, or how much favor you've given that god. So I'll put these all back in here. Oh, I don't need to put that back in there. Let's put this in first, because Tiny Epic Games pack differently. And you saw all these little goodies. I'm not going to take these out, but there's the different letters, and there's ships, and there's houses, and there's Vikings and buildings and banners and all kinds of stuff in there. That's very cool. And let's take a look at this expansion that was included in it. And this is Seamus Mini Expansion by Scott Almes. And of course, what's interesting is you can learn while you play. There is an interactive play along tutorial that is available for this game. So you don't have to read the rulebook, you can learn as you play. And we'll open this, and this adds 2 additional gods, Loki, of God of Mischief, and Hel, Goddess of Death. And we have these tokens, which are just kind of like blocks. And the rule book for the expansion, it's only 4 pages. It's a simple, as they said, a mini expansion. And we have some additional cards. We've got Ragnvald, Valdis, Skuld, Brander, Gunborg, and we're back to Ragnvald. Oh, and we dropped Helga. Yep, Hilda. And that's what's in this mini expansion. I'll put these back in the zip to keep them separate. And with the rolls up front. Oh, I may make parts of the video sped up. You don't need to sit there and wait. Because sometimes I can be a slow poke. So we'll put this under the cards. Just like that. And oh, that can go there. And let's turn that around. And let's put the rolls on top. And that's the beauty of the tiny epic games, is they fit in this tiny box. That's a lot of game in a little box. How cool is that? So let's take a look at what's in. And here we go. Ragnarok. Boom. And look at this tray. There's a winged person here, which I'm assuming a god with a big hand, coming down on a big hand, with these people just raising their arms in rage. So this is Ragnorok. And here's a rulebook for Ragnarok's Slayer's rulebook. And this one is 8 pages long. Not too bad. But this is the full expansion, and I'm sure this would add some complexity to the game. Yeah, the Bitter North map. So we've got more tokens, and these ones are all ones with numbers on them. I think they're hidden until you pick one and it gives you the number. I don't know if that's how that's played. And we have some angels here, the winged gods. And we've got more of these cards. And it's got this expansion token on it, so you can add them or separate them as you need to. Because when you want to introduce this game to the person, somebody new, you want to start off with the base game and then add the expansions as you go. And of course, here we go. We've got Girahad, a winged angel. Brynhilda. Sorry, these names are getting to me. Sigdrifa. Svava. Christ. Mist. Skigold. Flock. Gunvor. Gunner. Sudrin. Goal. And we've got some of these big cards. Not exactly sure what the big cards do, but let's pull this out. And we've got some different cards in here, so let's separate those out. And we've got, I think these are different places that you can go to. I think this would take a little bit of table space to play. And that's the other side of this. Charcoal. These are the clan cards. Charcoal clan. Ingvard clan. Rongvald clan. Summerled clan. And of course, they all have those other sides. And we go down in here, and we have 2 more maps. And of course, bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Pretty big boards for such a tiny box. So we'll put that there. Oh, and these cards are the different. These are the gods. Balder, the god of beauty. Heimdall, the watchman. Hannah, the goddess of peace. Sea, goddess of loyalty. Sol, the goddess of the sun. Tyr, the god of bloodshed. And back to Balder, the god of beauty. So, I hope you've enjoyed these, getting to know this system. Let's try that on. And the lid on. And there we go. Tiny Epic Vikings and Ragnorok Expansion. How cool is that? Thank you everybody for watching, and if you like this video, share it. If you really like this video, share it. Because I only have 35 subs, and I love each and every one of you. So I'd like to get some more subs, so come on, help this little tiny channel grow. I try to get back to you soon, more often. Bye for now. Like a mattress, man, I'm out of practice. Sick of how slow, just living spin. Hard to get right, being limited. You just wanna go where the rhythm is. Be in the crowd uninhibited. You can't lay low, so follow me, I obey. So I'll probably wake up holding my head, but I know what I get. So showstopper, go knock on my house. You've been like champagne that shook up for